Okay, welcome to Mishkookum. So I just, the purpose of this video is I just want to express my gratitude and love for the Power BI community and everyone that supported me, or throughout this whole LinkedIn craziness that went on the past couple days. It really, I mean, it's really I'm deeply appreciative. I can't express in words, really, just how overwhelming overwhelmed I am with the support that I received, and that it just was mind blowing to me. I never expected any of that. Um, so just really want to thank everyone in the Power BI community. I'm not going to call out individual names, but thank you to everyone that hit me up on, on my alt account on LinkedIn, or responded to a tweet, or liked a tweet, or it was crazy. I've never had that much activity on Twitter, of all places. It's so Twitter is not my forum, by and large. But it's just been fantastic to see. And special thanks to like Brian Julius, with Enterprise DNA. That guy's amazing. He even like he preempted, his LinkedIn hard mode post of the day for me. And thank you, Brian. That was great. It was amazing. And then Kelly K has just been, I mean, unbelievable throughout this whole thing, right? She's texting me, she's wanting to know if I'm okay. She is, she's calling me, she's lifting my spirits up because, there's a couple times I was in like the I don't know if you remember the scene from Half Baked where the guy is like quitting his job and he's like, you're cool, and and then I'm out of here. So I mean, I was in that spot a couple times during this whole thing, which is kind of ridiculous in retrospect. But so Kelly Kay is amazing. Everyone at Microsoft has been amazing. I guess Arun even got involved, which is mind blowing to me. So I just, I really, really appreciate. I don't have the words to convey it. And in hindsight, I apologize for causing drama. Probably I could have handled it better. Probably. I'm sure at the time it really seemed like a personal attack, and I've been on LinkedIn for like 16 years. I have a lot of content. I've built up a huge network there of like 12,000 people. And it was just devastating at the time. Um, but at that time I didn't know that, well, this is happening to quite a few people. And, so, I've learned a lot. I mean, more than likely what happened, right? Whatever I was doing on the platform triggered some algorithm, and then I sent in my passport photo, and for whatever reason, the AI couldn't like determine that it was me, or couldn't process it properly. So some human had to get involved, and again, I don't think without like the support I received from Microsoft, and particularly Kelly Kay, and that working with LinkedIn behind the scenes, I doubt, I don't know how long it would have taken me to get unbanned from LinkedIn, if I ever would have. I don't know. But thank God I'm so lucky and I'm privileged to like actually know people at Microsoft. Yeah, yeah, I feel bad for the people that go through this, and then they don't know anybody at Microsoft. They can't, talk, they can't text Kelly Kay and say, hey, what the hell? Um, so again, it's so appreciative of it all. I am gonna like spend the rest of this video just talking about like, okay, for you, those of you like, well, what the heck happened? I'm gonna give you, what happened, and kind of just the timeline real briefly. I'm not gonna, belabor the details too much, but so essentially what happened is on Friday morning, I get up in the morning and I've got, blah blah blah. I finally get to my computer. I got to make my daily post, complaining about measure totals. And so yeah, I post the Batman and Robin one, meme. I think I got some responses to this. I responded to a couple comments. And then I get this verification prompt, and I can't even remember having going through this in like 16 years of being on the platform. But it's like, hey, we need to verify your identity. Okay, you can send in a passport photo, driver's license, or some other kind of ID. You're asking for your country of origin, that sort of thing. So, I get my passport's like right behind me, so I grab my passport. And of course, I'm grabbing my phone and I'm kind of like I'm dragging it over, and I catch my coffee, my cup of coffee, and the whole coffee, it's full, spills right onto my Surface laptop. right over the keyboard, man. So this does not improve my mood, of all things. Um, and so it's just toast, and so I'm getting the towels and trying to sop up all the coffee, right? And then anyway, so then I had to put that computer over here, so now I have to work from my other computer, and it's just all bad, right? It's a bad Friday morning, man. I'm telling you that. So not in a good mood. So I send in my passport photo, and it says, oh, well, you'll get an email, telling you, what's been decided. Okay, so of course I pull up my email, and I have an email there, and it's like, hey, basically, thanks for sending in your photo, but we've determined that you're bad, and you're permanently suspended. Those are the words. I don't remember the rest of the words, but I remember the words permanently suspended. So I'm like, okay, that's bad. Permanently, so that's 16 years of being on LinkedIn, and just it's all gone, right? And so, but there's a link there in the email. It says, if you want to appeal this, essentially, then here's the link to your case. Okay, so I click the link, and of course, then it takes me and says I have to log in to LinkedIn. And then once I log in, it's like your account's been suspended. So I can't even get to the case to appeal it or do anything with it. Um, which is mind blowing to me. Like, who designed this system? Um, like, how do you miss that key piece, right? So anyway, so now it's like, okay, now I'm kind of freaked out. And so I go and create an alt account using like an outlook.com address that I have that it wasn't registered with LinkedIn. So I create a new Greg Deckler account, and I can open a case, and I kind of refer to like, hey, this isn't about this account. This is about this other account. It's like gdeckler at fusionalliance.com or gdeckler at gmail.com. And I start a case, and it's just and what the way it comes back is, well, the LinkedIn policies, we can't tell you why. We can't tell you why your account was suspended. Like, that's the policy. Okay. Well, even if I get unsuspended, then I'm thinking to myself, like, then if I don't know what I did wrong, then how am I supposed to not do that in the future? Like, okay. Again, it's just all seems backwards to me. So anyway, it's go back and forth on that case like most of Friday, and then I just stop receiving, emails, and I'm making the case that, hey, look, the last thing I remember doing was I posted this Batman Robin meme, but I've searched on LinkedIn, and it shows up like 10 times, so it's shouldn't be anything wrong with posting that meme, unless it's a Batman slapping Robin meme. I mean, come on. Um, and I don't use automation software. I don't do this. I don't. I've checked all the T's and C's and all of that sort of stuff, professional conduct, and I can't see anything, that I've done wrong. But then they just stopped replying. Like Friday, around 5 o'clock or so. I mean, just not. There's just I've responded like 3 times to this case, and there's just nothing, right? And so anyway, I mean that's the overall experience, right? It's just bad, just terrible, honestly. And I can't imagine. I don't want to wish anybody to go through that because it's an awful feeling. And then just randomly Saturday night, probably not randomly, because I know Kelly Kay she was on the case, man, and I again, it's just I can't thank her enough for all of it and everything she's done for me, and be just a fantastic human being. And so randomly, well, on Saturday night, I get another, I happen to like check my LinkedIn, and suddenly it's back, right? And I check my email, and they're like, hey, your account's been unsuspended. It's like, okay, permanent suspension. Now it's been unsuspended. Okay. And it's just, it's just mind blowing to me. Like, how is this bad of an experience, that people have to go through this? And again, I'm lucky and privileged to have people at Microsoft that will work on my behalf for this stuff. I can't imagine that is the case for too many people out there, in this world, and too many. What percentage of LinkedIn subscribers, have that ability to talk to a Kelly Kay and have her like help you. Um, but I'm telling you right now, if anybody goes through this, man, and you need somebody to like talk you down off the ledge, and that I will absolutely pay it back, what Kelly's done for me. And you contact me, You can, email me, you know, at me on Twitter, whatever. If you're going through this, man, I am here for you because I know what it is to go through this. Um, and I will do what I can for you, because it's an awful, awful thing. So that is it. Thank you, everyone out there in the community. This is the best community to be part of ever. And thank you very much. And everyone have a great day.